All right, guys, we are back. And just to do a quick recap, what I really wanted to do is replay that 8-man match because I was not around for it. It will not let me do it. So, what's going on, Simba? Welcome to the stream, brother. So, remember, we had the 8-man Tornado Tag Team match. Cecil and Kempty won that to retain the title belts. And one thing we're probably going to have to do. Yeah, and yeah. You guys get to see some stuff here. Anytime the game crashes or something happens or you have to step away for whatever reason, they take the title belts that were on the line, they take them out. So we are going to put them back in the matches they belong in and then continue on. What is going on, Eagle? Welcome to the stream, brother. You'll be fighting for that title right there, the U.S. title. Sometimes it even changes like your competitors, but hopefully, I don't think it did. Now remember, after this, okay, so we got that. Okay, it won't let us do that. It did, though, oddly record Davis winning the championship. Sometimes it doesn't do that, and I got to fix it. So, Dave. Now, what is that going to mean for the anti-horseman? And I think one last title was on the line right here. Yeah, no, from the other day, that was a work thing. Just highly upsetting, though. It shouldn't have happened, but it did. So, but got it fixed. Took me until 8 o'clock that night. So from 12:22 to 8:30 at night, but we finally got it fixed. It was ridiculous. But I take it personal because people's families are affected by things, you know what I mean? So, all right, let's save that. Now let's get into it. We're going to see Angel's new look. Yeah, and you know, it's a funny thing because people don't see, they just know, okay, you got guys up here on the scale, like, right, if that was the top, that's me, right? And you got guys up here and they're like, oh, them guys don't even care. You see, like, it affects me. I think most humans it affects, you know. You don't want things to go that way, but people always assume that it goes the other way. So, yeah, a little more fitting. Angel. But I wonder what's going to be in Angel's future now with an entrance attire like this.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from San Juan, Puerto Rico. Weighing in at 225 pounds, Angel.
Angel making his way down to the ring, debuting brand new entrance attire. Now, it used to be kind of a dull yellow on him, and now he's kind of got the gold pants. Nothing really changed as far as the rest of the attire, but instead of having that dull yellow, he now has gold, silver, and black. And somehow he's got a holographic halo above his head. You gotta love that. Kind of a little more matching of the name, but now what is the reason for the change in the attire? That's something we're probably going to have to keep an eye on moving forward. And now we've only seen him one other time making his way down to the ring. Blackheart.
And his opponent from Indianapolis, Indiana, weighing in at 242 pounds, the Butcher, Blaq Hart.
Blackheart making his way down to the ring, technically undefeated. 1-0 in TSW. Kind of got lost in the shuffle a little bit from a few weeks ago when he made his debut, but now getting his chance here on Thursday Night Outbreak, just before the pay-per-view event, the YouTube pay-per-view event, where the YouTube title and the pay-per-view will be on the line in a four-way match from GC Rock, Kamikaze Von Doom, Matt from Assemble, and Chris Danger. Guys, remember, drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, turn on the bell notification so you don't miss any time we go live. Share the video. Let's get the word out there right now that TSW Wrestling is happening, and come hell or high water, we are going to finish this. I have done everything for the last 2 days to make sure that nothing interferes with what's going on right now. So now, and I don't know what this means, but Blackheart makes his way down to the ring, but with white shoes on. Kind of digging Angel's attire a little bit more. Angel taking it to Blackheart, but now Blackheart trying to get this turned back around, not letting it get too far out of hand. And something else that's going to start happening is I think we're going to start seeing a couple of the wrestlers maybe retire. We have to free up some slots. And there's a few wrestlers out there that don't really get a lot of play. So, maybe we send them off with the retirement match. One less bon voyage in the squared circle. Holy Moses, way faster, or way closer than I thought that would be. That was like a 2 3/4 count. Angel not messing around right now. And this move usually sets up his finisher. Will it set it up now, or is he just going to play it up to the crowd? The old Vulcan death grip broken up only by the ropes, in which nobody's ever won a match with. Blackheart now having a little bit of problems. Angel really on another level right now. Goes to do a swinging neck breaker, reverse back around, and Angel delivers the neck breaker to Blackheart. Now, and I think this might not be appropriate, but clean and jerk, doing the clean and jerk with Blackheart right now. Apparently he had a long drive and didn't have time to get his reps in the gym. Now Blackheart's turned it around a couple times, but not for very long, and not for very long this time either. Oh, finally, big power bomb right on the back of Angel's head. Now jumping over and through with the leg. And Blackheart now getting the offense going. And a huge super kick, kind of almost like a standing armbar. And then the super kick delivered. And what was made famous by Harlem Heat. Off the top rope, leg drop, now rolls up the leg of Angel, 2. And a 2.5 count, and how quick is this match gone from Angel dominating to now Blackheart laying the lumber. Blackheart's got some devastating moves. It now has him in a submission hold. I don't think Angel realizes he's right next to the rope. Instead, uses the rights to get out of that, and a big super kick immediately rolls him up. 2. And at any time, either one of these guys looked like they could end this match. Here we go. It is Angel's finishing move called the Halo. And there it is. That might be all she wrote for Blackheart, but he is awful close to those ropes. Gets his arm up in there. And that's the one thing, when we've gone back and we've watched some of Angel's matches, Angel typically does not realize where he is at in the ring, and his opponents end up getting a lot of rope breaks. If Angel steps up just that one part of his game and starts seeing like, hey, my opponent is way too close to these ropes, Angel could go on a tear. He doesn't have a lot of holes in his game. Just like this. This is what I'm talking about. Getting them away from the... There you go. Get him in the middle. Now rolls up the leg. Took him a little bit of time, though. 2. Blackheart kicks out. Now, that took a little bit of time to set up. But he gets that faster. He's going to be tough to beat on any level. Blackheart now goes sidewalk slam. Sits there admiring his work. He goes to roll up the leg. And only a 1 count. This time he does get the neck breaker, and Angel does not. Oh, Blackheart says to be quiet. Swinging neck breaker by Blackheart. I don't know why we're being quiet, though. But he told us. He was like, hey, be quiet, the baby's sleeping. Jumps up again. That crazy maneuver. We're going to call that the lights out. And there it is. This probably will do it. 2, 3. And Blackheart now 2-0 in TSW Wrestling.
Here is your winner, the Butcher, Blaq Hart.
Man, he is starting to earn that name and that reputation. That big leg drop right into his finishing move, the blackout. Yeah, that is a really good fight. That is a tough one. Now, what we're about to see is the very first time Brute will be in a singles match without Walter. All they've done so far is play in tag team competition. Now, Ghost is the current hardcore champion representing the Four Horsemen. You have Father Time now, one of the greatest, not the, but one of the greatest hardcore champions, one of the greatest champions, really, in TSW. Getting his look going ever since last episode. You have Vengeance coming out. Vengeance off to a really slow start. Can he get this turned back around? And if you look at, like, the size with Father Time and Vengeance and Ghost, they're all about the same size. You add them all together, that's about the size of Walter. So it's like it's all's fair in love and war. and wrestling ring. But now are the three of them going to use their combined size to maybe equalize it out against Brute? Don't know. But if I was them, I would have had just like Blackheart said, I would have had a quiet meeting where Brute can't hear me. And I would have formed like a little mini alliance for at least one match.
Is a fatal four-way match and is for the Hardcore Championship. Introducing the challenger from Camelot, weighing in at 215 pounds, the Dragon, Headhunter, Vincent.
So Vengeance, he's got a different look at his ring attire coming down to the ring. Pretty well, his ring attire I'm pretty sure is the same, but his entrance attire is completely different. Is this going to be the new leaf he needed to get things rolling on his end? Looks a lot more serious in his entrance. Looks like he's ready to get things kicked off. But he is going to have to keep that level of focus, especially when he sees what's coming down to the ring. It'll be enough to shake anybody's confidence.
And introducing the challenger, representing the Disciples of Apocalypse, standing 7 feet tall, weighing in at 396 pounds, the Monster, Brutus.
Brute making his way down to the ring, and if you listen, the Disciples of the Apocalypse, they have broken away from the Ministry of Darkness, where it's now just Brute and Walter. Are they going to add anybody? Don't know. Who else do you add? That's scary. I don't care who you are. That's scary. I'm hoping I'm like, hey, don't look at me. Look, I'm ducking. Don't you do it. Crazy eyes. I mean, that's extremely handsome there, sir. Minus your face and your body and your outfit. But other than that, legendary figure,
And
Father
introducing the
Time.
challenger from another time, weighing in at 216 pounds, the Anomaly, Daddy T.
You know, one of the things when we go back and we look at the different things that have happened, especially in the flashback series, TSW wrestlers, members of TSW, always had their TSW attire. The thing we got to look at, yeah, it was. Hey, maybe Father Time and maybe Angel. Maybe that's something where they're getting ready to form a tag team or something. But you look back and there was the TSW attires, and with those attires, you always thought that maybe they could break out and do something else. Like maybe they could invade another show. Not saying they need their attires, but it was almost like you had a uniform and you knew kind of at least it, and they didn't always wear them, but who the TSW members are. Could that be a thing that gets brought back? Hasn't been brought back yet, I'm just saying, but could it be a thing? It could be. I don't know. We're going to have to figure that out. And now the champion making his way down to the ring.
And introducing the champion, representing the Four Horsemen, from the Jersey Shore, weighing in at 219 pounds. He is the Hardcore Champion, the Ghost.
Representing the Four Horsemen, Ghost making his way down to the ring. Now, if he can retain this title belt, and Eagle can go on and beat Bob in a one-on-one match for the United States Championship, all Four Horsemen will have 4 title belts. And probably the top 4. You have the Intercontinental, the World, the Intercontinental, the United States, and then the Hardcore, probably your top 4 like singles type belts that everybody can compete for. I mean, you always have the light heavyweight championship, but not everybody can compete for the light heavyweight championship. You gotta love how the Hardcore title comes in. It's like the old Bud Light commercials. It comes on strong, then it's gone. All right, here we go. 4 on 4. Well, 1 on 1 on 1 on 1. But now Ghost getting right after it with Brute. Showing him, this is why I'm the Hardcore Champion. And Daddy T laying it into Vengeance. Now, Vengeance ring attire doesn't look like it changed all that much. And now Brute gets back to his feet, and Brute moves pretty fast for a big guy. Brute now laying them big old ham hocks right on Ghost's chest. That will easily knock the wind out of you, knock you down maybe 2 or 3 notches. But Brute's move actually keeps him inside the ring where Totes doesn't exactly. Now Brute looks like he's communicating maybe with the other side. Having a minor seizure there. And decides like he's been bad. He's got to go sit in the corner and think about what he's done. However, out of his timeout right now, the Dragon Slayer Vengeance, which I don't know, he's never beat Dragonov. But starting to get a little excited, was laying it into Ghost. Ghost still on the ground. Now Vengeance Daddy T going back and forth with it. Looked like Father Time kind of was getting the best of Vengeance, but Vengeance did kind of a handstand somersault back off the rope, back into Father Time, hits him right in the jaw. Oh, 2 knees to the back, call me in the morning. And Ghost rolls out. Brute's on the outside. Vengeance now laying it in. And a crazy looking slam now off the second rope. But does he see Brute getting in? Yeah, he does. Turns around, tries to grab him. Brute throws him off. He goes, hey, let me give you some knees. Hey, take that. Take this knee. Now, I don't think there's any way for Vengeance to actually pick Brute up, so he is doing everything that he can. And there, I said it. And gives him 2 knees right to the back. And Ghost gets a 1 count on the outside. It's kind of a little reverse extraction maneuver that Vengeance keeps pulling off on Brute. Father Time getting things turned around on Ghost. Ghost not having his best outing right now. Can he get it turned back around? And now, look, in the ring, not even a 1 count, but to be fair, the ref was way out of position for that. Vengeance goes for the super kick, doesn't get it. Brute then choke slams him. Can't decide where to take him, but throws him right out there. Still, only a 1 count on the other side with Ghost. And now, Brute rolls up the leg. And a 2 count on Vengeance. I'm going to tell you what, even though Vengeance has maintained more control, looks like maybe that's Walter. Like Walter's like trying to communicate with him mentally. Holy Moses. And that move on the outside of the ring, that might be it. Ghost, man, showing some horsemanitude. What was that? Inside the ring, Vengeance kind of does a blind jumping reverse Hurricane Rana. And still only about a 2.5 count. But that might be the thing that kind of saved Brute. Brute still hasn't got a count in, but to be fair, the ref hasn't even been close lately. So Brute reverses that back around. Father Time, that is typically the move that will set up his finishing move, which is called the Sands of Time. What is going on? Witcher, welcome to the stream. We can't tell what's going on. The only thing we know is he's getting pinned. But took way too long, so I think a submission move was happening on the outside of the ring. Terrible camera work. We will talk to the cameraman during the break. And, oh my God, upsy downsy whoopsie daisies. The Vengeance, round and round he goes. Oh, that has got to be it. You got over 400 pounds coming on the back of your neck, using his weight against him. And I don't know if Brute understood that he was supposed to be pinned right there. Gets the 2 knees again. Now Ghost getting things turned back around. Going for the pin. And still only a 1 count on Father Time. There it is. There's no way you get up from that. There is no way. 1, 2, 3. And Vengeance, like no matter what happens at this point, whether he can win this belt or not win this belt, it was mainly him and Brute going after it and fighting each other, and he eliminates Brute, which is a big guy, probably the 2nd largest guy now in TSW, Walter being the 1st largest. Even bigger than our other 1sts and 2nds. So Ghost and Father Time, I think they kind of recognize that and say, hey, maybe we team up and get this guy out. If he can beat Brute, we probably don't need to be messing with him either. Let's team it up. Doing good today. I think we got everything at work under control. But still, only a 2 count. Look at Vengeance, like always, the consummate professional, hands behind the back. Just like in the military, parade rest. And that's kind of what he was doing. He was at the moving position of parade rest. If you were ever in the military, you get the joke. I'll tell you a secret, there's no such thing as the moving position of parade rest. There's that ease, but there's... All right, Vengeance rolling up Father Time. Father Time still only at a 1 count. Ghost has been at a 2. Vengeance has been at a 2. Would make you think that Father Time, it might be the one, but I don't know. That might put Father Time out right there. No, 2.5 count. And they just keep taking turns whooping up on Father Time. Now double teaming them. It's like they quickly forgot that Vengeance is the one that put out Brute. And now just getting after it. Although, look at this, Vengeance. He knows who the champ is. He's trying to call for it, say it's going to be over. Father Time's like, I can make that happen. Oh, weird looking neck breaker. Now delivering the boots. Ghost, though, in the meantime, has got back to his feet. I don't know if Father Time knows what's going on. How are you doing, Witcher? Now, Witcher, realize when I take these pictures, I'm just taking pictures right off of my computer screen. I don't know how good that's going to be. And I meant to do it last time, but some things happened, so I couldn't do it. But I can today. Just got to remind me before we get out of here. Speaking of that, guys, drop likes on the video, subscribe if you're new, turn on the bell notifications, and share the videos. Cool deal. Vengeance now reverses it back around on Ghost. Only a 1 count. Father Time also trying to get back to his feet. Throws him down. Father Time's like, let me throw you in. You throw him down, I throw you in, let's roll. Oh, and there it is, the sands of time out of nowhere. Will Vengeance tap, wrenching back on it, and you got to tap. You have got to tap to that.
Has been eliminated.
Father Time now, new level for him. Went to pin him, let him up, and then went to pin him again. Only a 1 count. Yeah, I saw that you did that. I was not getting up at 3:30. That's why I told G. I was like, that's 3:30 in the morning. Garth Brooks wrote a song about that and said that there was no soul in sight, so I stayed in bed. Thunder Rolls, Garth Brooks. You haven't heard it, great song, look it up. So we're back to the one-on-one action. Now locks it in on Ghost, but Ghost gets his foot back into the ropes, rope break. And now Father Time gonna pull him out, gonna go for a pin, I think. Will he get the pin? And Father Time, legendary figure, using the old scunion there to come up with a plan. Let Vengeance take on Brute. Probably didn't plan.
New hardcore champion, the Anomaly, Daddy T.
I'll be honest, I do not remember. I don't remember. But I know the very next episode is the YouTube pay-per-view, and they will be no matter what. If they might be today too, I don't know. But they will be wrestling in the next episode for sure. Congratulations going out to Father Time, who was or is one of our better hardcore champions ever. Now, European title on the line. But what this match is also going to do is take the European title and the Internet, which Misti right now is the Internet champion, and it's going to unify these belts into the European title. We are going to find a different use for that belt, but I don't know. I'm just not a... We haven't really been defending it, haven't been using it. Internet, I don't think it's the thing we're looking for. Love the belt, of course, one of my favorite belts, but it is going to be unified. So one of these 4 women are going to walk away with the European Championship that will unify the Internet Championship into that belt. So kind of opens up the possibilities for maybe some different belts or a different belt for the women that might be a little more interesting than the Internet Championship. Just every time I hear it, I don't think it's one of those things where I'm like, ooh, I want to be the Internet Champion. You know? If I don't want to be it,
the following contest
gotta go.
Is a fatal 4-way match and is for the Women's European Championship. Introducing the challenger, representing the Thrill Seekers from New York, Fenwick.
Phoenix making her way down to the ring. Has been seen in a lot of tag team action as of late, her and Mimi, the Thrill Seekers. However, She is back in singles action right now, trying to get her hands on that European title.
And introducing the challenger, representing the NWO from Austin, Texas, the Grim Reaper, M. Watson.
Now, you guys know this is the old Cruiserweight title. We repurposed it into the Intercontinental title, or the Internet title. Love the title belt. It's got to be something different. So, we're going to get rid of the Internet title. We're going to figure out the best use of that belt. What would it be? And go from there. Slightly different look for Misti Watson, making her way down to the ring. The current Internet champion. But also a full-fledged member of the New World Order. For a while, it was a toss-up. Was it going to be Heather who leads it, or was it going to be Misti?
Representing the corporation from Wolverhampton, England, the X-Factor, Oxley.
Ozzy had a chance to sit down and talk with her a little bit ago. Now, up until recently, almost every single match she's ever been in has had to do with the world title. So she said that she's really been enjoying going after some different things, doing some different stuff, to where it's not always about the world title, but maybe just about wrestling and beating opponents. However, her main goal, she does want to be the first to defeat every single woman on the roster with that world title on the line. That is still a goal. But right now, she's just taking a step back to go after some different titles.
And introducing the champion, representing the Spitfire Warriors from Virginia, she is the Women's European Champion, Rebecca Dawn.
Out on the Discord right now in TSW, somebody just said, is anybody up to run a fast run of Iron Horse on PlayStation? Now, Rebecca, have not seen her in singles action in a minute, since probably the last time was her and Jane got into it, and then Rebecca joined the Spitfire Warriors, so we have seen her in plenty of tag team action. But now, getting a chance to defend the TSW European title. So again, super cool. You got the gold, you got the red. European title on the line right now. I knew somebody in the chat would know. We had to do some stuff, so everybody got to see all the matches that would happen today. However, I always think, I've had this show set a few different times, and there was a time when they were wrestling. So it looks like Phoenix and Ozzy right now paired off. Misti and Rebecca paired off. So you basically have representation now from the Spitfire Warriors, from the Thrill Seekers, from the New World Order, and from the Corporation. What is going on, Dave? Welcome to the stream. And to answer your question, Dave, technically you're wrestling today, but it happened in the last episode. And even though there's no commentary for your match, you will want to go back and watch it. Or you will be shocked the next time you see your wrestler. But now it's in the canon of the game. I can't take it out. I've debated for a day and a half now how to do it. I've decided not to do it. So it's all in the game. It's like EA Sports. If it's in the game, it's in the game. Now, Phoenix and Ozzy taking it back to the inside. Becky now getting control of the New World Order's Misti Watson on the outside of the ring. Big DDT. Those are things that could end a match quick. Going for the pin. And compared, well, I would say, I guess it would be Ozzy. Ozzy and Becky look like they've been to the beach. Phoenix and Misti look like they have not even seen the sun. A 2.5 count on Ozzy. And are these guys going to switch it up a little bit before somebody gets pinned? Right now it doesn't look like it. Oh, never mind. All I had to do was say it. I spoke it into existence, and there it is. Becky now whips Phoenix into the corner. Ozzy trying to get back to her feet. Taking a break. Taking a break is Ozzy. And now double teaming Becky, who is the current champion. Misti's the current internet champion. Becky's the current European champion in this unification title match. The two champs are going after it. Of course, Ozzy also the queen of the ring currently. And then Phoenix does not right now hold a title. And a 2.5 count there. Looking like Becky and Misti are going to take this back to the outside of the ring. Ozzy misses that. Phoenix catches her in a crazy flip move. Now picks her up, putting her in her finishing move. The Rise of Phoenix. Rolls up the leg, but this might be the thing that saves Ozzy. 1, 2, 3. And Phoenix eliminates Ozzy. Misti rolls up the leg of Becky. Only a 1 count, and Phoenix is there to greet Misti. And where is she taking her? Right over to the announce table. Knocks their monitors out of the way. Becky's like, hey, stop being mean to those guys at the announce table. Frankie Two Fingers ain't got time for that. And for her trouble, she gets sent right back outside the ring. Misti just trying to play catch up. Phoenix like, no. Phoenix moving too fast. Now gets her, picks her up. Kind of a strange, like rock bottom-ish type move. And almost a 3 count, almost eliminated the internet champion. Right now, Phoenix, if she would have eliminated her, would have been responsible for like every single one of them. Would have been crazy. Phoenix now rolling up Becky. 2. And now Becky getting a little longer in the count. Becky now trying to fight out of it. Gets both of them back in the ring. decides to let them go after it for a minute. Misti, boot right up underneath the chin. She grabs the leg. And Becky kicks out again. Phoenix quickly back into the ring. Didn't think Misti would see it. Misti puts her in Red's Redemption. That might very well do it. That is her finishing move. And now 2.5 count on Phoenix. And Phoenix recovers a lot quicker than I think anybody expected her to, but also sees Becky coming. Whips her into the corner. And now Phoenix, look at her. Great ring presence to know exactly what's going on. Becky tries to step back, but maybe should have went right after. Still's a move from Pity with the Pity dropper. Now Misti getting back to her feet, and I don't think she sees it. She is set up for the rise of Phoenix right now, which is how she put Ozzy out of this match. Hits her with it. Rolls her up. 1, 2, 3. And now the Internet Champion has been eliminated. The ex-World Champion has been eliminated. And Phoenix, who has not had the best run in Season 2, starting to heat it up. And now it's just her and Becky, the current Internet Champion. One of the two will unify these titles and come out the new European champion. Phoenix setting up for this. If she hits it, that's how she's eliminated. Becky sees it coming, gives her the chin breaker. And Phoenix gets back in control yet again. Now, Phoenix can do some crazy stuff to you when you're in the corner. Is Becky gonna be able to stop this move? Oh, here we go. She does this in the ring. Does the old flippity like rockish type bottom. Maybe we call that the Phoenix bottom. Now rolls up the leg off the top rope. And Phoenix becomes the brand new unified European TSW champion.
Here is your
yeah, everything's going good.
Women's European champion, Fenwick.
I know it looked like I was having a rough time, but it wasn't about me. It was about employees that I call them teammates, but it was about them and their families. That's what was bothering me, and that's why we had to take care of it. So from 12:22 until about 8:30 that night, 8:30, somewhere in there. But yeah, we got it all taken care of. So yeah, everything's good. But thank you for asking. Really appreciate that. Now, women's television title on the line. We just saw Phoenix, one half of the Thrill Seekers, bring home the unified TSW European title. Mimi now has a chance to go after the television title. She has been a television champion. She gets a chance to go after it again against one of the current four-horse women, Jade Jarrett. We're going to have to go get something to drink here in just a second. I have found a way to splice the broken up videos together, but
the following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Women's Television Championship.
But to be fair, it takes days to upload. So Mimi making her way down to the ring, mohawk and all. Now, if you remember back in the day, Mimi was the Cruiserweight champion, won the television title, had to vacate the Cruiser title, and then got to come back before we even had a match and compete again for the Cruiserweight title. And I can't remember, but I believe she won it. But currently doesn't hold a championship. And in one night, the Thrill Seekers, the tag team of the Thrill Seekers, could hold 2 individual singles titles. So, a lot on the line for the Thrill Seekers tonight. But, as of right now, Jade Jarrett, one of the members of the 4 Horsewomen, making her way down to the ring to defend the television title. You look at Jade, just looks like a badass. Like if there were 4 horsewomen, Jade would be one of them. But now, looks or not looks, can she defend the television title? That's what we're about to find out right now.
Introducing the challenger from Dudley, England, May.
White of the Phoenix. I like it.
Introducing the champion from Las Vegas, Nevada. She's the Women's Television Champion, Jade Jarrett.
Nice, Richard, nice. Now, over the last few days, I have done a lot of video maintenance on the channel with these wrestling to break them up into chapters. So now, even if you go back and you watch the flashback series, they are broken down into chapters of who's fighting, when they're fighting, and how they're fighting. What is also really interesting in this last flashback series, episode 13, The Rise of the NWO, that is the only one I believe that we've ever done that is edited. It wasn't done live. Something happened when I was testing out the matches. And then something happened in another thing, and I said, you know, if I could combine these two things and make them look like they happened back to back, that would be cool. So I had to record like 4 or 5 different things to make it all fit together in 4 or 5 different matches. But when you watch it, it does kind of flow right together. So not too bad for a video game, trying to make a video game look like that stuff was happening. What's crazy about these two competitors in the ring right now, though, is they are very, very similar in their wrestling style. So this should be a great match. But yeah, if you get a chance, it's an hour-long episode. It's one of the shortest episodes we have. It's under an hour. You can't edit over an hour on the PlayStation. One day I'll get my computer. I can get it today, but I don't know. And the other thing I'm thinking about doing, and I talked about it in season 1, is maybe once a week, once or twice a week, just doing like a live stream for about 15 to 30 minutes and let that be the news broadcast. And have us go through and let me go through and explain some stuff, show you guys some different records. Should be interesting. Mimi, though, off the top rope, misses the drop kick, but still recovers in enough time to get Jade back down on the ground. Now rolls up the leg. And normally when we see that move or that sequence of moves, that means we are getting ready to see the Mia Moore. We've been doing more talking than we needed to because this match may be getting close to being over if Jade cannot get things turned around. Mimi started taking to her in the corner, but then Jade fights back out. But look at how fast Mimi is. Jade's tough. But if Mimi can stay on her and keep beating her with the speed, she has a really good chance to win this title. Oh, here we go. Huge bulldog off the top, and that move could end the match. Mimi, though, showing her grit. Turns around after getting hit with that, hits her with the Mia Moore, and it looks like she flat knocked out Jade Jarrett to become the brand new TSW Women's Television Champion.
Here is your winner and new Women's Television Champion, May.
That is unbelievable. If you go back and you watch that, like I would rewind and just watch it right now, you can see when she hits the Mia Moore, Jade Jarrett just out. Cross, what is going on, brother? Welcome to the stream. So, yeah. The Thrill Seekers tag team has really had a huge night tonight. And this is also kind of a new look for Bob. He'll be featuring a new look tonight. But Bob, the current United States champion, will be putting that title on the line one-on-one against the former U.S. champion, Eagle Star. I'll be honest, I almost thought about putting Cecil in this too. Another former United States champion. But one-on-one, let's see how this plays out. And while these guys are making their way down to the ring, I'm going to get a quick drink.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the United States Championship.
Fabian, what is going on, brother? Welcome to the stream. Eagle's got to collect those bounties. And this is going to be another big bounty if he can get this done. We've had a couple titles change hands, a couple of women's titles change hands. I don't think you're wrestling tonight, but I do know in the very next episode, it is the YouTube pay-per-view event for TSW. There will be some celebrity wrestlers in the ring. Some celebrity YouTube wrestlers wrestling that night for the YouTube Championship. The TSW Championship will be on the line, where Dragonov will challenge
Introducing
Rowdy.
the challenger from Birmingham, Alabama, weighing in at 228 pounds, the Eagle. And introducing the champion from Wolverhampton, England, weighing in at 240 pounds, he is the United States Champion, Big Bad Bob.
Big Bad Bob. And Totes McGoats will also be putting the undisputed championship, world championship on the line against Sting, currently of AEW. That will also be happening at the pay-per-view. But as for right now, the United States Championship is back on the line, currently held by Eagle Star. Bob went in a four-way competition, came out with a championship, and now these two are going to face off one-on-one. Can Eagle collect that bounty? And then tonight, in the main event, we will have Rowdy facing off against Dragonov, but the world title will not be on the line. Just kind of a preview of what is going to happen come the pay-per-view. Can Dragonov win tonight and win in the pay-per-view? Is it going to be a one-sided match, one way or the other? We have to watch it. We're going to have to find out. Bob, though, ever since changing his attire, has been on another level. And now that he's got the taste of that championship gold, is Eagle Star going to be able to take it back? Eagle Star, one of the four horsemen. Bob misses that kick. Can Eagle recover? Bob off the second one. Didn't see it coming or saw it way too late. And Bob using that chest plate to deal some damage. Bob has got a series of moves that we don't see from many other wrestlers. And I wasn't even going to count it, but 2 3/4. And Eagle maybe getting surprised by Bob. Right now, Eagle doesn't normally underestimate his opponents. Matter of fact, most of the opponents underestimate Eagle Star, and he comes out and gets them. Bob pulls the ripcord on that. And Eagle keeps trying to get back into this thing, but Bob just a little faster, stays one step ahead. And now goes for the pin again. 2, 3. And if that was a prove-it match, owie. You could have gave me.
And still United States Champion, Big Bad Bob.
You could have gave me 10 guesses, and I would have never guessed that would have just happened. Now, after seeing that and knowing how good Eagle is, does that also then put Bob not into the Intercontinental picture, which is what it's supposed to do? That almost, to me, puts him in the world title picture. There's some people he could have went out and beat, and I would have been like, whatever. But you beat a member of the Four Horsemen, and you do it like that. Maybe Rowdy better start watching out. Maybe he's coming for Rowdy. Who knows? Maybe he's coming for Dragonov. Who's going to be the world title after that? World title champion after? Don't know if you guys could hear that. That's my French-speaking light display back there. Yeah, so wow. Anyway, yeah, I didn't see that coming. I wouldn't have guessed that. I would have guessed, like, if you would have said, hey, this match is going to go quick, I would have took that quickness the other way. I would have been like, oh, okay, then Eagle beats Bob and, like, whatever. But maybe they don't call him Big Bad Bob for nothing. Dragonov making his way down to the ring. The 2022 King of the Ring champion. No titles on the line. Of course, that title's never on the line unless the King of the Ring tournament has happened. But no title on the line tonight. But the King of the Ring champion and the world champion fighting in the main event tonight. And in our very next episode will be the YouTube pay-per-view event for TSW, where Dragonov will face Rowdy with the world title on the line. So we're just getting a preview here tonight in what they call the go-home match, or the go-home show before the pay-per-view. If you guys didn't know that, the show before the pay-per-view is called the go-home show. Now, can Dragonov win tonight, start gaining that momentum, and maybe walk away with the world title? Dragonov has only ever had one shot that I can remember at the world title. So can he have that, get that going? What is going on, Rebecca? I think you wrestled a match or two ago. Oh, Sentinel. Sentinel, did not see you come in either. Welcome, brother. Now, the only thing that we know for sure that is happening in this match is this is the worst town Rowdy has ever been to. And it's London, England. There's some towns that Rowdy says that about that I'm like, well, I find that hard to believe. But he just came from the nearest nightclub. I think he would know. On a side note, I think I'd have to go back and look at that, Eagle. I wish they would make more generic entrances, like maybe all red or all green or all blue or all whatever, you know what I mean? For whatever it is, to help when you're making created wrestlers, to not have to use like one of the other wrestlers. Like Shelton Benjamin on the Horseman and et cetera, et cetera. Now, here's where the interesting thing is going to be with these wrestlers. You're going to have the speed of Dragonov facing off against the power of Rowdy. Both highly resilient wrestlers, but you're going to have like speed and high flying. Like him coming off the top rope and him coming off the ropes and him using the entire ring. Where Rowdy, if he gets a hold of you, if he gets some big paws on you, you're going to be in some trouble. So less powerful moves versus more powerful moves, but can you do enough of them? And can you do enough of them in succession to win? So this will be one of the main events in the next pay-per-view. We'll almost have 3 main event type matches in the next pay-per-view. I'll tell you again, the YouTube Championship is going to be on the line, and in that match, you're going to have Kamikaze Van Doom, you're going to have Matt from Assemble, big-time wrestling YouTuber. That's where I get most of my news from. You're going to have GC Rock, and you're going to have Chris Danger, probably one of the biggest wrestling 2K YouTubers. So, YouTube Championship will be on the line in a 4-way match. 1, 2. Then you're going to have Totes McGoats putting the big gold belt on the line against Sting from AEW. And then you're going to have this match, Rowdy and Dragonov with the TSW World Championship on the line. Hits him with the Dragon's Elbow. And is this going to be... got like a little sneak peek of what's going to happen at the pay-per-view with titles on the line. Now, it's been a rough night for the Horsemen, and everybody should thank their lucky stars right now that title belt, the world title, wasn't on the line. Dragonov probably a little upset it wasn't, but he will get his shot this weekend. Yep, and this was the main event. This is what's going to wrap it up today. So this was the go-home show. This was the thing that happens right before the pay-per-view. Hopefully this weekend we'll be able to do that, if not next week. I will be home next week through Thursday night, and then from that Friday through the next week. And that next weekend, I'll be on vacation for the first time, really, this year. So that's kind of the schedule. What we'll probably do is end season 2 and take a couple weeks to kind of reset some things, since I'm going to be on vacation for most of it anyway, a week and a half. And then start season 3 immediately when I get back. We'll see. I mean, it's just something I'm thinking about. But guys, I appreciate everything you do. I appreciate all the support that you give to the channel and the stuff, and I hope to keep bringing you better and better and better content. There is a lot of little changes in the wrestlers. Wait till you start seeing some of them. You're going to see a lot of them, I think, in the pay-per-view. I look forward to it. But guys, remember, drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, turn on the bell notification so you don't miss any time we go live, share the video. It's good to see all of you too. Thank you. I appreciate that, Rebecca. See you later, Witcher. Thank you, Sentinel. Yeah, I appreciate that. And we will catch all of you in the next one. Peace.